What's up, KP?
Wow, what it is?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Folks, again, I've got two guests now. It looks like my daughter Charlotte actually decided to sneak in the room, and I've got Kevin Knowles here. Man, you're going into your fourth year with the team, so you've really seen a huge spectrum of growth, right? And
Yes, sir.
you've seen this team go from a year where it felt like y'all were almost there, almost putting it together, to last year where everything came together. 13-0 season. The defense was firing on all cylinders. Y'all survived everything that got thrown your way. Just what has the spring and summer been like coming off of a year like that versus, maybe when you first got here and y'all were still trying to see if you could get to that level?
The thing was is just knowing that going and coming into the season that everybody gonna be at us, and the first thing that we all preached coming into spring was that we're gonna get back to where we were, just because of the least players, the people that left, the people that's here, like coming in, we coming back on the same timing we was on, and that was coming to work. Since from the first day I got here to now, like it been work. So that's all it is.
Now I've got to ask, in the defensive back room, y'all lost some serious talent there, right? And some guys that Jarian, who was a third round pick, Renardo, who went on to be a second round pick. But y'all are reloading. I mean, y'all got some great dudes in there. So, what are some things maybe those guys left behind that y'all try to emulate, try to live up to, and what are some things that maybe you think this defensive back room, no hate to them, but might do a little better this year that fans aren't quite aware of yet?
The things that we'll do this year that we really I ain't gonna say we struggled with, but it took time for us to come together was playing together, understanding each other, knowing who on the side of us, and knowing that the goal we trying to reach is for everybody. It's just that togetherness, just that glue. Sertan came in last year and was able to mold some of the older DBs, but now that he got his own room, he got his dudes that he recruited, things like that. Like we all know what the deal is. Just myself coming back, Azarie, Shaheem Brown, like we all know what we want to get to, and just us being that in a room, just being them top dogs in the room is showing them young boys that we all finna do this together. We gonna play together. So I feel like that's that one thing that we're gonna do better this year that we didn't do last year. That's gonna get us to the top.
You talk about playing together, and y'all have again such a talented room of guys who just got here, right? From
Yes,
guys like
sir.
Charles Lester, or guys that are coming off their freshman year, like Jabril, and guys that we expect to make an impact, or even transfers who are coming in. But how do y'all make sure you have that cohesion? Is it just leading by example as the older guys? Is it you becoming, have you felt yourself becoming maybe more of a vocal leader now that you're one of the fourth year guys? How's that looked this offseason?
Definitely. As an older dude, like everybody expect that older dude to be the vocal one. Everybody expect that managers, oh, he got to lead by example. You the old head. You got to be that dude for no. And our room is we all DBs in this room. We all Florida State. We all got recruited by the same dude. So at the end of the day, if you see me messing up, let me know that I'm messing up. If I tell you messing up, like you feel me, take it to the chin and go do what you got to do. And the cohesion part is it's more to it than just football. Outside of football, like what y'all doing together. You going to eat with your brother, like Saturdays, like the DB room. We hitting the sand pit together, like we hit the chat, things like that, and that's what brought us together, and it brought us together fast because it was some things that we have feel, oh, we not as close as we was last year, and it took a couple bonding moments just to show that, bro, we can be closer than we ever were in the past year. So.
And just for folks, like myself who maybe haven't played the position in college, can you talk about just how important being on the same page and being able to communicate is in this defense when the bullets are flying and you got a guy like Shaheem who needs to be able to get the calls down, and just how critical that communication is, not just for being able to play fast, but for on-field success as a whole.
Definitely, it go hand in hand, just understanding who you with and having that communication aspect. It's all about communication. Cause if my brother behind me don't know what he doing, and me and him in two different situations, it's gonna end bad. Like y'all never know what's going on in the stands, but when that ball in the air and that receiver come down with the ball and it's a touchdown, everybody is his fingers pointing.
Right.
Like if I'm in cover two and I'm supposed to be underneath and Shaheem Brown supposed to be over top, hey Sha, I need you over top. Like and just understanding, like, you feel me, we in this together
Yeah.
is what forces us to gel and forces us to just come down and make plays how we've done these past years.
Yeah, man, and again, I think there's a lot to be said about just trusting that the guy that's supposed to be in, like if you're going under, the guy that's supposed to be over is going to be there, right? Because that's, I assume, going to prevent you from trying to do too much and trying to do
Yes,
too much
sir.
on a play and giving something up. So I gotta imagine that trust is critical. But we have a question here, and folks, again, throw questions in the cat or the cat. Sorry, I'm a little sick. It's my Jordan flu game here. Probably sounds like it a bit, but I'm pushing through. So if I have some missteps there. Anthony Hoglund asks, after the Clemson game, there was a moment where you and Norvell embraced. Can you talk us through what that meant after such a big game, beating Clemson for the first time in so many years?
I was with Norvell from day one. He came in 2020, but I came in 2021, and Norvell was one of the coaches that came to my high school and came and spoke to me about Florida State football. So just from being with him from freshman year, losing to Clemson freshman year, sophomore year, and like it was just a moment that we both know we got we both know we got through. And it was just an opportunity. And after the game ended, I saw him, he saw me. It wasn't nothing to it. It's just the fact that that was something that I needed, something that I dreamed about. Just beating Clemson, not only beating Clemson, but beating Clemson at their home. It's like it was different. And just seeing Norvell on the sideline, seeing how happy he was, how proud he was of us, like I know I just I needed to embrace him in that moment, and that's all it was.
Matt Perry wants to ask this last one. I'll grab from you. How's it been to see the depth of the secondary growth throughout your time at FSU? And I mean, I'll just throw this out there, man. As not just someone that does this job, but a fan watching y'all practice, it's like it's less like watching a second string, a third string going, and more like watching hockey where there's like line changes. I mean, it seems like every dude that comes in, you have a new talented wave of guys coming to cover these receivers. What's it been like to just see how deep y'all's room's gotten?
Bro, it been amazing, man. It's been amazing because every year is another extraordinary guy that comes through. You would think that they bring that one guy in, and another couple years that other guy come, but crazy thing is next spring the same dude come in. He be so young. And be a dude I know that's gonna get molded into to be the best athlete he can be. And one thing I feel like that just helped us throughout these years is that the competition. Every day we're gonna compete. No matter who you are, no matter what position you play, you're gonna compete. You have to compete because you will never last at Florida State if you can't. You'll never last at Florida State if you're not willing to. So it's just the competition and the guys that flow through this room, the guys that flow through this building. Like it was extraordinary, and it was just amazing just to be a part of.
Absolutely, man. And again, it's awesome to watch y'all compete. And I think people are going to be, people are going to be really surprised. I'll throw this one up here. Last one, guys. Good says proud of you, Kevin. We cousins. I'm Betty's son, Brandon. Tell my Aunt Mary hello. So I thought I'd get that shout out on there for you, and we'll let
I
you get out of
got
here.
you, buddy.
We appreciate you bearing with us through slight technical difficulties. We're gonna get Jeremiah up here next. So thanks
Yes,
a lot
sir.
for being
Yes,
here with
sir.
us.